Hey Jumbo, how was your weekend? On my last video, I showed a hybrid build for the Typhoon and the problem which comes with it. And today, I wanted to show Siren with Deceiver, Damper, and a Decay. This build is mostly for the people who play TDM or the people who like camping because it does good amount of damage. It's not a bad build, but the only issue I find with this build is you cannot push for beacons, and if you do so, you go down pretty fast. Plus, it does not have the speed required for the current meta, but it does good amount of damage. So you can have it in domination or you can have it in even beacon rush, but you're going to struggle in beacons, and that is what I found with this build. But it does a good amount of damage, and also it takes down the Ophion bots pretty fast. So I was testing this just to counter the Ophion bots, because nowadays there is quite a lot of them and it becomes little headache in dealing with all the Ophion bots which are around. So yeah, you can have this build as well to counter the Ophion bots, because when you fly you bypass the shield with the pilot that you get with this Siren, and that way it's very nice to counter the Ophion bots. But you're going to struggle big time in keeping the beacons, and also the other thing that is the speed and also the lack of defense, especially considering that the enemy will have the dot effect and the rust effect, new weapons, and that way, like now you've seen, this guy just touches me and I'm out. So I'm going to show you another different situation, and both of these were top high league gameplays against top clans. It's not really like a solo game, but I've also prepared a special game towards the end, which will be the full game, and I'm going to try my best just to use the Harpy, and in that game you will see the full damage someone can do in a full game. Plus you can also see what the Siren can do in a solo game. This is mostly in squad games. Squad games are very different compared to solo games. So I prepared this video and I tried to put everything together in one package for you guys to see. I try different builds every time whenever the meta changes, and I really like to see if I can bring back some of the older robots or older weapons and get to enjoy in that way. So one thing I hate about this build is your ability immediately goes down the moment you start falling on the ground. It should not be the case, but those are the two situations in a squad game, and this is going to be the game for the Siren only on solo game. And I tried my best, I controlled myself in trying to only use the Harpy and show you how it can perform, but it's not my kind of a build. That's what I really found out. But maybe some players would like the play style of it, and maybe they will be interested in building it. So that's why I made this video for you guys to see. So we've now started with our Harpy, and there is enemy coming for our home beacons, and this is one thing which I really hate, is when the enemy come for you, instead of fighting them, you have to back off, because the moment they will see you, they will touch you and you are dead. This build I also have, I thought I keep the shy drone to give it more defense, but it doesn't matter how much damage I do, I go down pretty fast. I don't understand why, but that's the other case that I found with this build. I will be doing a lot of kills, a lot of damage, but for some reason Harpy still goes down very fast. But you can see things like the Ophion bot, how fast I get to kill them, so I get to take them down. Yeah. So it is an interesting build. It is a fun build, but it's not really for me. Yeah, because of the lack of defending beacons, the lack of pushing, and the speed as well. So that is what I found with this build. But it is a fun build, definitely, because you camping and getting the kills, it's very enjoyable to anybody. But you have higher chances of losing games if you just stay in this. In this game, I was lucky because my team was pushing. They made sure that we have beacons. So I thought, okay, if we have beacons, I don't need to change my robot and I can just hammer the enemy. And this is what I'm doing. Look, this was full Lynx robot. And with only few seconds of me hitting him, and he's nearly done. And I got the kill because of the dot and rust effect. Now look at the Typhoon. No, not Typhoon. What is that? That guy also, I managed to kill him really fast. So now the Siren is flying and I am flying. I wanted to see how much damage I can do to him, but he landed back and I could not see how much damage I can do while he's flying and I'm flying. But it is very, very interesting build. So now we can see also how much damage it does to the Titans, which is a lot. You've seen I've taken nearly half of the health of that Newton, and but the defense system for the Harpy is really low. I think it is meant for lower leagues or something. So that's what I found out as well. So now look how much damage I did to the what is that Titan? Man, I'm so bad with names. Yeah, you can see how much damage I did to that guy. So I have another build that I am trying to record. That build has decent firepower, has the speed, and has a good hiding spot, and can do a decent amount of damage, can make changes on the game. So that I'm going to post, if I remember correctly, in my next few coming videos. I promised this build in my last video, and this is why I'm doing now. And then next one I'll try to do the other one, which is also not seen on the battlefield, but it is very good build, and I'll try to record some videos for that, and it can do really well. So the Harpy alone, I think in this game will be doing about 8 kills and about 8 million damage, only this guy, I think. So this is how Harpy game went on. And if you enjoy content like this, you know what to do. Thank you very much. Bye bye.